we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Seminoles offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QB.
The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Prince. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got his man on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Penn. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance to grab.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Noles want to pick up the tempo. Handoff to the lone back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Catch in the middle, it's Prince. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about.
To throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Give to the running back. Sweet cut there. Let's talk for a second about NC State. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes! After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll do it himself. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Gets it out quickly. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks, and it's first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Bring in the heat. He's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Tight end now in motion. Running back searching for a hole. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quick release on the RPO. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got the tight end. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Power football with the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Beckham. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Quickly complete. NC State will pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. He'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give out of the gun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got his man. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
And the Noles will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Grabs it in the middle. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Lost the fire on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Beckham. Quick spin on the run. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Finds space on the right. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, NC State.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Pulled and fired complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
The play action fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Zings it complete to the right. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. A cacophony of noise. Debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dome. Pressure coming. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Noles will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Quarterback on the keeper.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Right on the money. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Fires to the tight end. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Trying play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looking to throw on 3rd. Swings it out to his running back. Looks as if NC State has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Got his man downfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. He's looking downfield to throw. A little release to the back. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. And the Noles decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Another sack by this defense. But how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Pulls and fires complete. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Seminoles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one is picked up in the end zone. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Gonna run it. It's Beckham. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete. A cacophony of noise. Debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They boot it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. So now it's second and long. They'll give it to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And here comes the punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. It's caught.
Yeah, and And you see they keep creeping the running backs out with the flat right there. He slips them out to the right, gets him the football quickly. But this defense, man, I'll tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back to the ground with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. He'll keep it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Prince. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got the back over the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Prince. just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to pass. Working that left side now. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Using the quick game. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
2nd down coming up.
Looking to fire. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the offense will recover, but it's not going to make any difference as they're short of the first down marker. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.